John Locke has introduced a major change this year, an AI viewer interview. A lot of students are wondering what this means. Don't worry, in today's video, I'll walk you through the interview process, the most common questions, and how to prepare so you'll know exactly what to expect. According to the John Locke Institute, this AI interview is essentially an academic discussion centered around your essay. It is not a new exam. Let's start with the interview process. The interview lasts about 20 minutes. You'll be interviewed by an AI interviewer in English. The entire session will be recorded. While video is optional, the official guidelines also emphasize that the AI will ask adaptive follow-up questions, so there is no fixed question bank. Every student's interview will be different. The first step is the introduction. The AI interviewer will welcome you, make sure your equipment is working properly, and explain the interview process. This part is not graded, so there is no need to be nervous. The second step is a 1-minute self-introduction. You may be asked questions like, tell me a little about yourself. What are your academic interests? Why did you enter the John Locke essay competition? You should prepare a 45-second to 1-minute introduction covering your school, grade level, academic interests, why you entered John Locke, and then naturally transition into your essay. The third step is the most important part, the essay discussion. Almost every question will revolve around your essay. The AI is not asking you to recite what you wrote. Instead, it wants to understand how you think. Common questions include, can you summarize your essay in 2 minutes? Why did you choose this topic? What is your central argument? Which argument is your strongest? And why? Why did you choose these examples? How did your sources influence your thinking? If you could rewrite your essay, what would you change? If you had another 1,000 words, what would you add? Beyond your essay itself, the AI also wants to evaluate your academic thinking. For example, you may be asked, what is the strongest counter-argument to your position? Why didn't you adopt that perspective? What assumptions does your argument rely on? What if those assumptions turn out to be wrong? Has your opinion changed since you finished writing? If you continued researching this topic for another year, what would you study next? The biggest challenge comes in the fourth stage, the adaptive follow-up questions. This is the biggest new feature of this year's interview. For example, if you say, personalized pricing improves efficiency, the AI might immediately ask, why do you think so? Could you explain that further? Can you give an example? Is there any evidence that challenges your position? What if the market changes? There are no standard answers. These questions are designed to evaluate your reasoning and critical thinking, so make sure you can clearly explain every argument, every example, and every source you cited in your essay. The final stage is the conclusion. Your responses will be submitted for evaluation, and you will not receive your results immediately after the interview. So, what should you focus on before the interview? First, reread your essay carefully until you fully understand every paragraph. Second, practice summarizing your essay in 2 minutes, including your thesis, your main arguments, and your conclusion. Third, become familiar with every piece of evidence, every example, and every source you cited, and be ready to explain why you chose them and how they support your argument. Fourth, prepare to discuss counter-arguments, limitations, and future research directions, because these are some of the AI's favorite follow-up topics. Finally, prepare a natural 45-second to 1-minute self-introduction. We've translated the official John Locke AI interview guidelines into Chinese. If you'd like a copy, just comment JL interview, and our team will send it to you.